we're going to unbox the hoses that we got. Big shout out to BMRS. That's Brown and Miller Racing Solutions, professional race hose and fittings. So the story was that I had a bit of an oil leak here on the 135. It was coming from right down here. I traced it back to the aftermarket DINAN oil cooler, and I called up DINAN, and they said that the part was out of warranty and they don't carry just the hoses. I called around to have some hoses made locally, and it was going to be about $125 a piece. I was thinking about maybe just cutting the two end fittings and putting new AN fittings on, but that was a little bit something that I haven't done before, so it's a little bit outside of my normal skill set, and then I'd be worrying about if that would leak and if that would work, and those were about $20 a piece for those two end fittings, so it only would have been $40 to fit it that way. So I called up BMRS and I explained the situation and showed them the how the fittings broke. They said that those 10 AN fittings are not supposed to crack like that, and I'll show you exactly what they sent me here. And so they were very generous to send out some new hoses here. And what happened was, on the old hoses, this 10 AN fitting just cracked right in half, and it was probably from over tightening it. I had never worked on the car. It was only being worked on by the dealer who installed all the DINAN parts. These are the original hoses that were made by the BMRS for the DINAN kit. So I gave them the measurements myself, and we're gonna go and see if we can get them on there. Sorry, the car's really dirty. It's been snowing, I've been out of town, so be it. Okay folks, here's the problem. You can see clearly here, this is the bottom of the oil cooler. It's a little rusty right there, but this is the aftermarket oil cooler from DINAN, and these are the BMRS connectors, just like what we just unboxed. And this one is actually cracked up on the other side, so it's harder to, I don't know if you can see the crack there, but it's cracked just like this one. And I got the leak to stop by tightening them a bit, but I know it's probably going to come loose again, and having them cracked is not good. Alright, so I went ahead and I'm going to try to crack the top first, so that I don't end up with a siphon if I just open the bottom first and end up sucking all the oil out of the car. So I want to make sure that the top is loose first. Unfortunately, it looks like the 10 AN fittings are about a 1-inch diameter, so all I've got to work with is my adjustable crescent wrench and these guys, adjustable vice grips. So that's the only thing I got that'll fit it. Hopefully I don't mangle it too much. I'm going to take off the snorkel here first, try to get some leverage. Also, I've got plenty of cardboard on the floor, my oil pan underneath, and these here are a T20 in case you need to know how to remove the snorkel in the future. It's the very front part of the air intake. There's these little clips on the inside of this hose, on the far side and the near side of this hose, that you just push the tab down. It should come off. There we go. Just kind of twist that out. There's the little tab there on here. Wow, remember, they're oriented upside down, so you don't want to from this perspective it looks like you're tightening, but really you want to be pretending that you're looking up from under. It's very important, people. Okay, so I want to figure out where this oil is going to go. Hasn't started leaking yet, which shows me that you don't really need that much pressure on these. Okay. I want to prevent oil from going everywhere, so I'm going to try to stick some like cardboard in there, maybe make like a little cardboard boat or something. I'm not sure. Okay, so I've cracked each one of these and they are not leaking yet. I haven't opened them fully yet. Remember, folks, it'll look like you're tightening it, but really you want to kind of go clockwise from this angle, because if you remember, really these are tightened from the opposite way, from the bottom. So don't be wrenching on it this way like I was at first and then realize, oh, I should be turning the other way. I put some cardboard up under there so I don't get oil on the belts and other hoses and stuff. I tried to kind of direct it away and down, and got lots of cardboard down here, the oil pan ready, more cardboard I stuffed in there. So hopefully I'll try to do this as clean as possible, but I'm going to do one at a time. Wow, it's very loose, and it's still not really even leaking. It's crazy. It's also crazy to think that someone could over tighten these if they really don't leak that easily. Oh, I feel the oil. Here we go. Maybe I should Man, these had a lot of turns. These are a lot of threads, folks. There we go. See if I can lift this up. Just gonna set that. Not this short. Set that there for now. See if I can catch the other end of this short. Alright, I got the bottom down. I'm a tad oily. But let's see if I can give you a peek. So I pulled this line. You can see the oil dripping down. Hopefully I don't do a full oil change right now. Let's see if I can get the other line off and Okay, so the other side has basically no oil coming out. Oil smells touch burnt. It's okay. Probably could use an oil change soon. So let's see. Alright, I don't think I've lost too much so far, maybe half quart, a quarter or so. Probably some more oil dripping down somewhere else that I don't see yet. So I'll let that drain out for a few minutes. Then I'll come clean up the hoses, pull them. Yeah, let's just pull them out now while I'm still oily. Okay. So it actually looks like both of these took the male-to-male connector with it. Interesting. Wonder what I should do about that O-ring there. Sousa. Bet you I should replace that too while I'm at it. Uh-oh. Alright, so I took a bit of a break here. Then I went and got new O-rings for these pieces, which had these old O-rings on them, which kind of got crushed. So going to replace the O-rings on these guys, like so. Just get them off with a little bit of a, oops, gotta clean these up too. Alright. And then the old lines are here in these bags. And the new lines are ready to go in.